Hello, I'm Alan Stransman. In this video, I'm going to read a passage from my book, Don't Let Your Dream Business Turn Into a Nightmare, entitled The Delay. Now, just to set the stage for this episode, for the past 5 months, you've been working on the business plan for your dream business, which is a spa for men. And for the past month, you've been working with a business consultant who's been helping you to take the first draft of the business plan, which was submitted to your prospective investor, sent back to you with notes from the prospective investor's accountant, and which you're now reworking so that you can resubmit it. However, the process of resubmission, which you had expected would just be sort of by mail or email, has now turned into a presentation in Vancouver, which is going to be attended not only by your prospective investor and his accountant, but by a number of other people who've been invited to the presentation, and you're not sure how many there will be there and who these people are. And the timing is very tight because the people attending the presentation have to leave by early in the afternoon. So you're expected to arrive in Vancouver by 10 o'clock and begin your presentation at about noon. So here's what happens. You meet the consultant at the airport and prepare to board your flight. But there is a problem. The aircraft has not arrived from Vancouver, and your departure will be delayed by several hours. You will not be arriving in Vancouver until after 2 p.m. local time. By the time you get to the hotel to make your presentation, it will be at least 3 or even 3:30. You do not have the phone number of your prospective investor in Vancouver, and you desperately need to contact him to tell him that you will be arriving later than originally planned. You try information in Vancouver, but for some reason, his number is unlisted. You panic. But then a thought occurs to you. Even though the guest season is over at his ranch, perhaps there are still some staff members up there. You're able to get the phone number for the ranch from information and call, and God help you, someone answers and gives you the phone number in Vancouver. Since your flight will not be departing until afternoon, you wait until 11:30 to call, which is 8:30 in Vancouver, and you reach your prospective investor and tell him what has happened. He tells you that he will contact the others and try to postpone the meeting until around 4 p.m. The 5-hour flight to Vancouver is the longest of your life. You have no idea when you arrive in Vancouver whether the presentation will even happen at all. What if the accountant's unavailable later in the afternoon and your prospective investor doesn't want the presentation to go forward without him? The consultant has a red-eye flight scheduled for that night as he has to be back in Toronto for an important meeting the next day. If your presentation has to be postponed for a day, which may be a best-case scenario, the consultant won't be able to attend and save your bacon if any tough questions come up about the financials. After 5 months of work, the delayed flight could completely kibosh your presentation and your chances of realizing your dream business.